Oh my God, your poor dad.
Okay, you ready?
You do it.
Me? I don't know what did we even say?
Welcome back to Your Poor Dad. You can't choose your sisters, but you can choose your podcast. So thank you for joining us and being the fourth Brant sister.
You did such a good job.
Thank you.
You really nailed that.
I didn't even stutter. I did get.
You did.
I thought. Well, I didn't stutter.
You didn't stutter.
I paused because I said, "Am I saying the right words?" It's so weird that the same words are said every single episode.
I know.
But only Bailey says it.
I know.
Which,
well, we
by
have
the
to
way-
let her say something.
By the way, if you guys are not watching the video of this, Left Girl has left the building.
By the way, we do have a reader story.
Hell yeah.
So-
You have to read it because I can't read out loud.
Okay. We'll do
Trauma
that.
from popcorn reading in high
Right.
school.
I mean, who doesn't have trauma from popcorn reading?
One mispronounce of the word water. I said waddle. And like to this day, even when I'm reading in my head, if I come across the word water, I'm like waddle.
Waddle. But like, if you would have done that now, everyone would laugh. And you would laugh too because it's
Totally.
funny. But like it
There's
just feels like
something-
a personal attack when
It's something that's still inside my body. Like I immediately turn into like a furnace because I'm like so embarrassed.
yeah, it's really embarrassing. What did you do this weekend?
Okay, this weekend I had a pretty chill weekend. I say that I spent all of yesterday watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Mm-hmm. It was important. I needed to catch up on that.
For me, like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives just sitting in my Hulu unwatched was like it was like burning a hole in my pocket. Like I
Totally.
needed to watch it.
And then I also am experimenting with my sourdough, but my oven broke. And it was actually
What?
kind of scary because I went to turn my oven on last night and it's an electric oven. I guess like the coil on the bottom, which is it heats up the whole oven. It just started sparking and I said, Bailey, we're about to have a fire. And I was so scared. Like I didn't know what was going to happen because all I see is like these sparks. And so I turn off the oven, but I leave the door closed because I'm like, fire loves oxygen. Like if I open this door, like what's going to happen? And so I turned it off. I leave it closed. Everything was fine. I'm looking at the fire extinguisher. I've never actually had to use one.
Yeah.
So I'm like rereading the instructions. Do I know how to use one of these?
You know what fire extinguishers always remind me of?
Dad?
I just wanted to make it snow.
Oh my God.
The girl from OU, that is like an OG viral YouTube video.
But like, what was she thinking?
Literally, what was she thinking was gonna happen? But like, she was wasted, clearly. So this was like a viral YouTube video back in like when I was in college, and this girl was crying in the car, and her crying was like so ridiculous. Like even her friend was like, okay, that's enough, like stop. She was like, I'll do anything to be an Akayo.
That's so funny.
So funny. Anyway, so what ended up happening? What was the resolution?
Well, luckily nothing happened except now our oven's broken. So now we
what
just
do you
like
do?
I guess I'm gonna have to text my landlord and be like,
I mean, it's
hey,
an old oven. He should probably update it.
that is what I also hope happens, but like it's not my money.
Yeah, but
So,
like how
like,
much is an oven? Like $500?
I have no idea. I've never purchased an oven.
Me either.
But I'm gonna have to be like, hey, because the top coil took a shit a couple months ago, and then Dad came over to fix it. But then I was just like too panicked. I was like, it's gonna catch the whole house on fire. Let's not ever use it. And so I'm like, just
That's also
you need to
like-
come replace.
That's also like something a landlord should do, not your dad.
I know, but like I feel more comfortable with my dad.
Right.
So
anyways.
that sucks. Yeah. What did you do this weekend?
So I started off with a bang because Thursday night Nick had an event because he's like in this like, I call it a fraternity, but it's not a fraternity, but like it's like literally a fraternity. Like he had to rush and and it wasn't like technically rushing,
exclusive.
but like he had to like interview with like all these people, and it took like months for him to get into it, and it's like very prestigious. Like I'm actually very proud that he got into it, but it's like with all these like different founders and like business people, and they have different chapters across the country. Like how is that not a fraternity? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like it's literally giving fraternity. But there was I got wasted because it was at the Proper, and you know those Proper margaritas are so delicious. So I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is all free. Like I'm gonna drink it.
Indulge me, baby.
But it's like also it's usually always free when I'm going out with Nick because
Right.
he's paying for my drinks.
Right,
like
right.
why would I ever take my wallet out if
Right.
Nick's there? Which I appreciate, you know. But anyways, there was like a founder of this like very popular brand that like everyone knows there, and I won't even say like if it was a boy or girl or not, like, but they were the biggest fucking douchebag ever. And I was just like, you know, I'm around, like I meet founders because Nick is friends with so many founders. So like I know how to act. And also like Nick is a founder too. So he, like, it's not like he's a normie.
Yeah.
You know, and this founder was just like making me like so fucking pissed. And he was just like acting like, I was like, oh my gosh, I love your brand. And they were like,
Which like, what else are you supposed to say when you're
What-
meeting somebody? It's like the
that's all I
common thing.
know.
The common thing that I know about you is like is
this
your brand.
thing. Yeah.
So like, I like it.
And people come up to Nick all the time and they're like, oh my gosh, I love Truff. And he's like, oh my God, really? Like, so amazing. Thank you. Like, he is so gracious and humble. And most founders are. Like, most founders are like, oh my God, you like my product. Like, I think it just like, it never gets old.
Totally.
And I'm a consumer of this product. And you're just like,
And you're just trying to say, hey, good job.
I'm so fucking smug. He was so fucking smug. I was like, he, sorry. I mean, like, honestly, a girl wouldn't do that. Like, it was not like female behavior.
Yeah.
Like, a woman would be like, oh, cool. Like, she would be bitchy maybe, but
well,
like,
I was gonna say you said douchebag. I obviously already knew it was a man.
Yeah, it was a man.
Because
Like,
otherwise you would have said bitch.
yeah, if it was a girl, it would have hit maybe like a little deeper. Like, the cut would have been a little deeper because like,
Girl's
I'm a girl.
girl.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm just a girl too. Like, we're all girls. But yeah, so that like really just like, and then it made me want to drink more margaritas because I was like, I fucking hate you and I will always hate you forever. Like,
Yeah.
and with me, like, there's just no coming back from that, you know?
Totally. I'm the same way.
Yeah, like, I just like have it in my soul. Like, you are the biggest douchebag I've ever met.
That's
So that-
unfortunate.
That started off the weekend. Then I was so hungover. And then
Yeah, you were so hungover on Friday. I had like a busy work week and I'm like, okay, Friday I'm going over to Jade's house and I'm laying by the pool.
which I love that you should use the pool so much this summer.
You guys heard her say it. I'm going to. But I was like so excited and I was like, oh, I wonder, like I didn't, like I was going to your pool regardless of what your plans were.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, I wonder if she's like gonna lay by the pool and you're just like,
I tried.
you're like, meh.
I was like,
whoa.
but okay,
She
so
needs to save herself.
I'm just gonna talk a little shit, okay? So I was put on this text chain with a girl by a friend-ish, like a friend-ish, you know? And so like, tell me like if this is not just like a little off-putting. So
Okay.
the girl like puts me and a random number in a text group and says, hey, this girl's moving to Austin from LA. Like, I think you guys would get along. You guys should hang out.
Was this the first time you've heard about this?
I was not ever
Like,
told.
the other person didn't say, hey, I'm
Never
gonna
gave
put
me a
you-
heads up at all. And it's just like, it's so awkward. Like, I don't know anything about this person. I don't know, not that it matters, but I don't even know what they look like. I don't know like who they
Do you
are.
even know their name at this point?
She did.
Okay.
She said the name. And I was just like, that is like such a weird way for both of us to be introduced. Like, it's just so fucking weird, but it's so standard of this person who, you know who it is. They're so annoying. And I was just like, okay, like now it's like, if I am like busy or whatever, it would be weird for me to ghost, because it's like, it's not this girl's fault that this was the
Totally.
way. So I did have coffee with this girl, and I'm like an honest person. Like, what you see is what you get. And I was like, I did not know what I was gonna walk into, because like, honestly, this person has introduced me to some weird people before, but she's also introduced me to someone who's now one of my very close friends. So I was like, honestly, like I had to go, because like she kind of does have good taste in friends.
Oh, God.
Like, but she was like laughing. She was like, yeah, I think she understood too, but she was awesome, like very sweet, like very happy that I did
You
that.
got lucky.
But I was like, I'm really hungover.
Oh my, wait, that was, did they have the dog?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a cute dog.
Wait, did you see the dog?
You posted a picture of the dog.
No, so the new Swedish Hill opened right next to my house. And so I met her for coffee there. Then I had already had lunch plans with my friends. So then I went back, and that's my friend Hannah's like bulldog. And he's
that
so
bulldog.
cute.
I wanted to just squish this a little.
I know,
face.
but apparently he's kind of like being a pain in the ass a little bit.
Well, I wouldn't expect
he's a puppy.
anything.
I know. I was like
less than from a bulldog.
I know. I was like, that's just bulldog vibes. But their first bulldog is like an angel and like was so like easy.
Got really lucky.
Yeah, and then the second one was kind of just like he's giving them a run.
Bulldog energy.
But it's like Hannah, the owner of the dog, Tony, she's the oldest of 3 girls too. And so I was like, that's just the second born. Like they're crazy. Like us, our parents are like, oh my gosh, like I was an easy baby and then you came and you were not easy.
I was nuts.
You just had preferences.
No, I was really weird.
You were weird and you had like a touch of like OCD or some sort of mental disorder with like your preferences,
like my hair and my socks,
everything. Like I didn't know I could have an opinion on so many things that you had a natural opinion on.
Totally.
And now I think we're like switched. Like now I have opinions about everything.
Yeah,
you were psychotic.
I was a little too psychotic, like before I could even talk, which like I don't know how mom
You didn't know how to express your feelings.
I couldn't say the line on my socks is not perfectly where it needs to be. Fix it, or I cannot put these shoes on. Yeah. I could not say that.
You couldn't
and so I would just throw my shoes off and just be like, bah! Like freaking out. And mom's like, what's wrong with her? She's possessed. Like something is not okay.
And then also it was your hair. Like you could not have any bumps in your hair. And like my mom would like do our hair. Mom's good at hair.
I know.
And she would like brush like you. I had to smooth out your ponytail, and like there would be bumps at the top because like that's where the bow would go to cover it up. But you couldn't handle that.
Well, don't put me in front of a mirror. Honestly, like,
well, you couldn't live
away from the mirror until the freaking bow was in my hair.
You couldn't live knowing that there was bumps under your bow.
That's why I should not be able to see it.
Yeah.
Like keep it out of sight, out of mind.
It was crazy. Like getting out of the house with you, I was like, holy fuck. You were just like nuts.
No, I know. The thing is like to this day, I have this really weird thing like with the tightness of my shoes, and like my right foot always has to be just a smidge tighter than my left foot, but like not by much, but barely. But I always have to like retie my shoes like at least 3 times.
That's so weird.
Yesterday, I went to the grocery store, and first of all, this really angers me. Like, how many times have you been like hit by someone else's cart in the grocery store, like into your legs? Because it's happened to me twice, like in the past year, and I feel like that's too many times.
No, to your legs is crazy.
Yeah, like a little like flat tire. You know what I mean? Like where the like.
Oh, that would piss me the fuck off. Jade, that would send me.
So yesterday,
that would ruin my day.
Yesterday, I felt like okay. So I'm paying. I've paid. I'm about to push my cart, but there was like an HEB employee that was like pushing another cart in front of me, so I had to wait, right?
Yeah, it's traffic.
Well, the lady behind me, like she wanted to get where I was. Like she wanted to get to where she could pay.
Lady, how old?
So she was like 60s or 70s. And there's not much to like look. Like I was just right there with my cart. She just
turn back
plows
and give her a dirty
me,
ass look?
and she hits the back of my legs, which like already pisses me off because it like kind of hurts. But then like also
it's jarring.
It's jarring because like why are you squishing me? I have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And now my shoe, she like gave me a flat tire on one of my shoes, my right foot. So it's like that's the one supposed to be a little tighter anyway. So now I'm walking to my car and it's like a little loose because whatever. But then so she's making such a big deal. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I hit her. Did you see that? I hit her. Everyone's like, yeah, like we saw you hit her. Like, and I'm like, okay, it's okay. I'm trying to just get out of there. Like, I'm so pissed. I know she's apologetic, but like, I just want to get out of HEB. And as I'm like walking away, she's like, ma'am, please, are you okay?
Oh my God, that just makes it worse.
And I turn around, I'm like, I'm fine. And I'm just like, I'm out there, and I text Bailey. I was like, some lady just hit me with her cart, and I'm pissed. And she was like, you would be.
No, I would be too. That would like really like ruffle my feathers.
No, and
also that HEB by you is insane.
I usually am fine with it.
I feel like it's always so busy.
It's so busy. Yesterday, it was on another level. They are rearranging the store. Why they do that during like peak hours, I don't know, like pay them extra to like be there overnight, because
Yeah.
like everyone, including me, was confused. Like they had so many complete aisles, just nothing on the aisles. Like they're completely rearranging the
No,
store.
I don't like that.
So everyone's like I didn't buy Celsius yesterday because where are they? I could not find them. And it was just like chaotic. So like everyone was a little on edge. But then I got hit and I was like,
I feel like that's what that HEB always does though. Like nothing is ever in the right spot for me. And like for me, like my ritual every week is I go to the same grocery store. It's like hard for me to deviate from that because, and then also if things that I want are not in the grocery store, it like kind of like throws me
you're
off.
like, what am I supposed to eat?
It like just like I feel unbalanced for the week. I can't explain it. But like one time I did my grocery shopping after we recorded and that HEB like really threw off my entire week. Like it was so chaotic.
It is my favorite HEB where I used to live off of Bee Caves. That HEB was perfect.
Wait, is that right by the freeway?
Like 360?
I think so. It's like really big. It's like a big shopping center.
It's really big, and there's like
really
a Gold
nice.
Gyms in there. So I would like go to Gold's, and then I'd go to the beautiful HEB.
Yeah.
And then I'd go home, and I'm like, what a great day.
The best HEB is also in Lake Austin. Like the one that's like, it's not like on Lake Austin, but it's called the Lake Austin HEB, and it's really nice. It's like 3 stories or something, and like it's just really
haven't been there.
gorgeous. And it's just everything's nice there. Like there's some, I go to the South Congress one, and some parts of it are like, it's not like so premium.
Yeah.
Like there's like some nice parts, but like the Lake Austin one is very nice. Like it's like kind of like Whole Foods vibes.
It's just like,
But
I don't see like when you're grocery shopping, like we should never be like running into people.
No,
Like
we
there's
should be aware.
There's literally no excuse for it.
Well, that's why like men should not be allowed to grocery shop. Like honestly, like they don't know what they're doing.
A man has never hit me with his cart. It's only been 2 women, so
That is so funny. I'm trying to think of what else I did. Oh, Nick has been golfing all weekend.
oh my
And
god.
it's like, honestly, like it pissed me off so much because like, I think my expectations were like, oh, you are doing a golf tournament. Like it ends at some point. So you can have dinner with your girlfriend. It was like all day Friday, all day Saturday. And I was like, okay, I want to go and have dinner on Saturday. And he was just like, I don't know if I'm going to be back in time. I'm like, you've been gone all day. Like I felt like a golf widow.
sad.
I know, it was like really sad, but then he ended up doing it, so it was fine.
I've been on a few dates with somebody that I like.
Who?
Well, I'm not gonna like
Name his name.
name his name.
Okay.
But we've been on 3 dates and we're gonna hang out again next week. So.
You are? Mm-hmm. That's so
And it was
exciting.
really sweet. Our 3rd date was like a lunch date.
I like that.
Me too.
Were you guys? Well, I guess you don't have to tell everyone what you're doing next week, but
Yeah. Well, I think he's gonna cook me dinner.
oh my god,
I know.
That's so exciting.
I know. Date number 4.
Date number 4.
See what happens.
That's like the big. That's like a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because after date number 3, that's kind of when you know, like, I don't really want to see this person again.
Yeah, and he has to see me again, so I think he wants to see me, and I know I want to see him.
I can't believe you like him. That's like more.
No, it's shocking.
It's like I'm not worried about like guys liking you. I'm worried about you liking guys.
That
So you
is
don't like
always my
anyone.
worry.
Everyone has like the tiniest, shortest little leash.
I know.
Like I think we have opposite leash sizes. Like you always have like a short leash, and then like it's very easy for somebody to like really piss you off.
Yeah, I mean you're right, except like once you're off leash,
Yeah.
then like
You have trust.
Then there's so much trust, and like I never have to put the leash back on.
See, and like no one's ever off leash.
and
with me.
sometimes you have to put the leash back on.
No, I'm like, I always have like a long leash, but you're like never off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You could always like
I give people like a lot of like rope to hang themselves with, but once
Yeah.
you're hung, like you're fucking done and you're
Yeah.
out. Like, and that's like the difference between you and me. Like you kind of like give people more grace, I think. Yeah. That's a perfect analogy.
I know.
Once you're off leash, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't finish my sentence.
No,
I don't know.
but that's-
you know what I mean?
I know.
What do you want?
He says hold me.
He said the nice one's not here, so you have to do. Do I pick him up?
Yeah.
Like they're so heavy. Come
He's
here.
not.
God. Okay.
Oh, he's so happy.
Okay, just lay down.
He's so happy.
Do you stink or what? Can you lay down, please?
Okay, don't yell at my dog. He gets more baths than Hank probably has like in his entire. He's had more baths this year than Hank has in his whole 6 years.
Oh, for sure. Hank doesn't really get baths.
But
Hank
today,
is stinky.
Today is bath day because we're changing our sheets. He gets a bath at least like once a week.
Really?
Yeah. It's called allergies, and so
Allergy season.
we have to keep him. He gets wiped down and a bath.
I love that for him. He probably gets more baths than me.
Probably.
Okay, so do we want to like dive into some topics?
Yeah. Is there something you want to talk about before Mormon?
Yeah. Okay. I want to hear your opinion on the Blake and Taylor thing. Because right now they are saying, so if people don't know, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like they are subpoenaing Taylor. Can you not lick? God.
He's
No,
so
it's like,
happy.
it's gentle licks that it's like caressing my arm. It's disgusting.
He's so happy
that
right
I'm
now.
giving him attention.
Yes. He's like so content. He's about to like fall asleep.
Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, so they're subpoenaing Taylor Swift in this whole fucking mess of it ends with us drama, and supposedly a very trusted source from Taylor's team had a conversation with Justin Baldoni's lawyer, and they said that Blake kind of threatened Taylor, like, if you don't put out a statement in support of me, then I will leak our private texts. Which, like, there's no coming back from that as a friend.
Like that's honestly shocking.
Yeah. But, like, is it the lawyer? Is it, like, team to team? Like, did Blake have anything to do with it? But, like, it seems like Blake is very hands-on with everything that she does. That, like, it kind of is like, well, how would you not have a hand in that? So I just wanted to hear your perspective on it, because we were very famously not team Baldoni and like kind of team giving Blake the benefit of the doubt for a long time.
Yeah, and the thing is like I still don't like Justin Baldoni.
Oh yeah, like I don't. But like I want everyone who's listening to this to know that like we are not flipping sides. Like I still think Baldoni is such a fucking loser.
I agree.
But like now I'm just saying Blake is also a loser.
And I did not think she was like as big of a loser as like I'm learning.
She's such a loser.
And
it's like wow. Everything that comes out, I'm like, how are you like this? Like she thinks she's so important.
It's also crazy because like she has sisters.
Yeah, like who's humbling? She needs someone to humble her.
Nobody is.
Yeah.
It's so strange. I don't care if it came, like it doesn't matter if it came directly from Blake or her lawyers. Like there is no coming back from that. And it's like, she would definitely have a say, like she would be able to say like, no, oh my God, no, like don't say that. Like that is going to ruin a friendship. Like that's such weird blackmail behavior. And it's like, what are you going to leak?
Yeah.
Like Taylor has had so much like shit out there. It's like at this fucking point, like I'm the godmother of your children. And like, if you think that you have something that is going to embarrass me, like paint me in a bad light, and like that's what you want to do, like go for it. I've like reinvented my reputation so many times, bitch, I can do it again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Taylor, it's gonna be hard to knock Taylor down from where she's at, I think, because like I think she's kind of gone through a lot,
and it's
with
like
the public.
I don't know if Blake Lively just feels like she's just clawing at anything that she can because she's worried.
Yeah.
You know, or like, I don't know what it is, but like something is so off.
Something's very off. Well, and it's also interesting because like, you know, we've seen Blake in interviews kind of say like, oh, I take a very hands-on approach with all my roles, and like she kind of maybe oversteps. She said it herself that she oversteps, which is kind of seeming like maybe she did that a little bit in this It Ends With Us thing. But the fact that she also thinks that she could go up against Taylor Swift at this point of Taylor's career, where like Taylor could really not do any wrong the last 2 years. Like she is like the darling of the media, you know? So the fact that Blake is so like delusional to think that she could like do something that would turn the public's perception.
Well, and
of
it's
her.
like the way you're gonna do it, like, don't you think it'd be a little better? Like, hey, best friend,
yeah,
please, like, I know that you don't normally do this type of
Yeah.
thing, but like, please do me a solid and like, can you say something? Like, you think
Threatening
what's
her?
what's that saying? You get more flies with honey than
then vinegar.
something like that. It's like, you're gonna threaten blackmail
Yeah.
to like try to force her hand instead of just like being sweet.
And also, why are you making your problems your best friend's problems? I think that's like also would piss me off. It's like,
Well, it's like, I thought she was your fucking dragon.
yeah, like,
I thought you were Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Why are you running to Khaleesi for help?
well, I guess there's two ways to look at this, because I've seen kind of a couple things on TikTok of people being like, wow, Taylor has always like kind of shown up for the underdog in a lot of situations. And technically, like, let's say Blake was not lying. And like, if she's not supporting the underdog because, you know, like if Blake did feel like she was sexually harassed, like why isn't Taylor like sticking up for her friend, I guess?
But Taylor doesn't make a lot of public statements.
yeah.
She does a lot of things behind, like, she gave Kesha like however much money for like her legal. It's like,
but she never publicly said anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like she does more things
behind the scenes.
and that she probably, well, not anymore. I don't know when that support stopped, but like, I assume there was at least like a lot of like personal support for a while.
Yeah.
And it's like, but she is not one to make a lot of like public stances.
Yeah. I think it's just interesting, like, when did the fallout start? Like, did Taylor get like a friendship ick kind of before?
I don't know, but like she at the very least, it started with the dragon comment.
The
like,
dragon text.
If my friend said that about me, I'd be like, first of all, you're fucking delusional. Like, if
Yeah.
you think I'm your dragon. And second of all, like, weird thing
Yeah.
to say. Like, my friends talking like that, fucking weird.
Yeah, I'd be weirded out. But like, also Taylor does have a very flowery way of talking, you know, like she has an interesting way of talking, you know, and like writing. Like, she has a style, and it's like what I want to know is like, what do Taylor and Blake's text messages look like to each other? Like before they had this like seeming falling out, you know, because like the way Blake texts is so insane. It's like she's trying to hit a word count on every text.
Yeah.
It's and so does Ryan Reynolds. Like, they both talk so like normal people don't talk like that.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like I think Taylor loves words.
She loves words.
She loves words, and she loves like kind of like saying things in a more interesting way. Like, she does like get to the point faster than Blake ever could.
Yeah.
But she says everything in a very interesting way, which is like, I think what makes her so like, that's her superpower, you know? But like, I feel like Blake kind of tries to do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, she tries to do the same thing, but like, she doesn't have like, Taylor reads a lot of like poetry, and like she like does a lot like
You don't think Blake reads?
No. It would be like me.
Blake couldn't even read It Ends With Us.
It would be like me trying to talk like Bailey.
Yeah.
But it's like, and I'm like, I've heard Bailey say irrevocably or whatever, and it's like, but those words like sound weird coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
It's like, it just, I don't know.
Yeah, Blake, like everything that keeps coming out about her is just, it keeps giving me such an ick. But like Baldoni's like not so much better. He has his own ick, but like,
No, he totally, but like, I just need this trial to start.
yeah.
I need to know what really happened. I want to know what Anna Kendrick knows.
Oh,
because
she knows something.
Knows so many things, and she has not said anything, but she like hasn't.
Her body language
Exactly,
says a lot.
she hasn't not.
Yeah, she hasn't not said anything. I just think that like, oh my, it's just very telling. I think a lot of people in Hollywood kind of know Blake to be a mean girl. It's kind of like Nicola Peltz. Like, everyone kind of knows Nicola Peltz is like a pain in the fucking ass. Like, it's very well known, but like nobody says it because nobody wants to be the person who's like, I hate Nicola Peltz.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
No one
weird.
wants to be like, I don't like Blake Lively. But Justin Anderson was like, it's so well known. Like, everyone in Hollywood kind of knows Blake is like a pain in the fucking ass.
And it's like, I'm fine if you're a pain in the ass. It's just like,
But she's kind of like stuck her foot in her mouth with this.
And it's
like,
exactly.
It's
That's
like,
the thing. You can be a pain in the ass, but like, girl, if you're gonna be the pain in the ass, like you gotta back it up.
Have you ever, like when you were little, did you ever like lie? And it was probably like not a big lie, like, oh, I didn't do that. And then like your mom and dad know you. Okay, for example, when my friend broke mom and dad's windshield, and it's like I lied, and like I couldn't, once I made the lie, like I had to stick by the lie, and it just like kept going, and then finally it was like, no, you know what, like dad was like, you didn't do it, like there's no way. And I was like, okay, fine. Like his shoulder went into the thing and whatever. Like that's what I feel like is going on here, but like on a much larger scale.
Yeah, it's like I really don't think like I've had a lie that like I've had to this day to like keep in. It's like, oh, I don't even know, but like, no, that didn't happen. Okay, fine. Yes, it did.
No,
like,
as an adult, like I would never do that.
And
like
so
my
it's
frontal
like,
lobe formed and I stopped lying to mom and dad.
It's like, how is she? I would think she's a loser more than she is now, but like I would have so much more respect for her if she was like, okay, I've taken this way too far.
There's no way she could do that though. There's literally no way.
But like, what do you think is going to be worse if she, let's just say that she lied. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say that is what is going to come out. If she doesn't say that first, and if it's proven that she's the liar,
looks worse.
It looks so much worse.
No, I think this is what I think is going to happen. I think that they're going to go to trial. She's going to literally stand by this. That's the only option she has, is to stand by this. And then she's going to lose. And then she's going to say, wow, like justice wasn't served today. Like she's going to play that card.
It's like, just what evidence is there? Like, what is there? What?
Because like everything that she said, that's like, that we all were like, okay, it is weird he had the friend. It is weird, like the birthing scene. But then it's like, it comes out that the friend is like a trained actor. And it's like, Blake used her best friend in the film, like with the song. Like you use your friends if your friends are not use them, but you like work with your friends. Look at, there's a whole movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, because those two are friends.
Adam Sandler's whole career, he is keeping his friends employed.
Right, exactly. Like Judd Apatow's the same way. Like he works with the same people. So it's like kind of not so weird that his friend was that involved. But like,
it's weird if you're creepy, but were you creepy? That's the thing. It's like, I don't know what to believe.
Because
I know. It's like,
because they both, like Blake made a good point and then Justin kind of made a good counterpoints. But like also there's no way Blake could be, because like the way they could settle this is like they could like not take it to court and like settle out of court. But Baldoni's not going to do that, because then it looks like he's guilty.
Totally.
And it looks like he's having to settle.
I'm saying he must have something. Like he must have a smoking gun. And he's like ready to go to court.
You don't think the smoking gun was the website? You think he has more?
I think that there's more that we don't know that is going to come out.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is.
It's just so interesting. Like it's crazy. I've never seen anything like this, because it's like and it's also like, no, it ends with us worth it? Like, was that movie worth it for anyone?
I don't know.
It could have been worth it.
It could have been, like,
because it was so beloved. That book was so beloved.
I fucking hated the book.
I know we didn't like it, but like,
I did actually really like the movie. Mm-hmm. The movie made me appreciate the book a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And obviously, like the Taylor Swift of it all, like I was like, I would see the trailer and I'm like, I can't wait to see this movie.
I know the like, My Tears Ricochet was the perfect song for that.
Like,
yeah.
I do think that is a movie that was like made for me.
Yeah.
And so like I liked it, but I don't know. It's just like, it's not like award winning.
No, it's definitely not award winning, but it could have been like a really good movie. But then I think Blake kind of ruined it in a lot of ways. Like she ruined it with her hair. She ruined it with her style. Like she really just took like an artistic freedom that like didn't need to be taken. Like that's not how I saw the girl in my head. Like,
I don't know. I did see the girl kind of weird in my head.
That weird though?
No.
The steampunk flower is like that. Actually, that kind of.
That's what I'm saying. Like I saw her like kind of
like,
weird.
She was wearing like designer clothing.
Yeah.
Like you're so out of touch. Like that character could not wear designer clothing.
Yeah.
It's just, she's like so annoying. Like I really like this real. And then did you see the other day, like she was like hanging out with Selma Hayek with her mom and they were like being like photographed together. It was like so cringe. It's so cringe. She's like Katy Perry, like get out of your own way. Just like go away for a second.
Yeah, you just need to take a minute.
Do less. Like she can't do less. Like she cannot help herself. Every time like she's on the red carpet, she puts her foot in her mouth. Like just do less.
You know what? Do what your ex-best friend Taylor Swift did and just disappear for a little while.
Yeah, like take a beat, reset. Yeah. Which brings me to Katy Perry. Like I just like can't fucking stand Katy Perry, and like another person who cannot get out of her own way. The beauty with like celebrities these days is they have TikTok to kind of use to their advantage without them posting themselves on TikTok. Mm-hmm. Like Taylor did it perfectly with Eras Tour. Like Eras Tour was like more about like the cultural shift with it, and Katy Perry right now is having this like moment where everyone's like Katy Perry is such a loser and she can't just like play into it.
No.
Did you see what she said at that concert?
Which one?
Where she was like, everyone on the internet hates me.
Yeah.
And then she was like, but it doesn't really look like it at this show, because like the show, it's like you really just like didn't have to say that.
You really didn't have to say that. And then there was another TikTok I saw about, it was like, I think this guy was like, oh, okay, Katy Perry's coming to town. Like, I'll buy tickets. And there were a lot of tickets left available. And then he's like, if it's $300 or something. And they were like $500 or $600. And he's like, I'm sorry. Like,
in what world?
This is why they're not, like, you're not Taylor Swift. Like, you're not, it's like, lower the price.
Like literally lower the price.
It's just so nuts to me. Well, here's the thing. It's just, you have Taylor Swift and you have Beyonce. And so Taylor Swift, she's done with her tour. Beyonce's on her tour.
Yeah.
The amount of rehearsal time, work dedication that you can tell Taylor and Beyonce put into their tours. Like they like eat, breathe, sleep, sweat.
They're perfectionists.
Like that is why they are at the level that they're at.
Yeah.
Because they are perfectionists. They're very aware of like where their strengths, their like weaknesses, like whatever. So they're going to work on their weaknesses. Like they're going to make it the best that they can possibly make it. Otherwise, they're not going to do it.
Right.
Katy's like, I want to do that too, but like, I don't want to practice.
But I'm going to space and I'm going to hang out with Lauren Sanchez.
Why don't people talk about my tour the way they do Beyonce and Taylor? It's not fair, but it's like, you're not putting in the work that these other two are.
No.
You're not putting in the work.
Cowboy Carter was art. Like every piece of her stage was like gorgeous. The dancers, the outfits, her flying around the stadium in the car, that is art. That is vision. Katy Perry is literally a cheater brand. Once you watch Real Housewives of New York, you'll understand. But there was like this thing between Sonia and Bethany, because Bethany obviously has Skinny Girl, and then Sonia came out with this wine called like Tipsy Wife or something, like, and Bethany's like, you are a cheater brand. Like a cheater brand is when like you kind of like try to ride the coattails,
build off of someone else, like get off of someone,
right?
Success.
And I'm sorry, Eras Tour, Taylor going through
Lifetimes
all the
tour.
eras of her catalog, and then Katy literally saying the same exact thing. Her Timelines tour, timelines, like that.
Lifetimes.
No, it's timelines.
Timelines.
Yeah, timelines. But like, it's so obvious a rip off of Taylor. And Taylor, by the way, is not the first person to go on like a greatest hits tour.
Totally.
But like the way Taylor used era,
like taking on each very separate era is a separate journey, and
as
blah blah
fans have talked about all of her eras, like her Red era, her Speak Now era. No Katy Perry fan has been like, oh, this was Katy's timeline. This is Katy's like I Kissed a Girl timeline.
Well, and it's also just it's just the amount of like effort. Like Taylor's like, you can tell it's like, I want an Eras tour. Let's map it out, like years in the making. And Katy's like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Let's throw something together.
But it's like, it would be different if she was like, I'm going on like a greatest hits tour. But it seems like she's trying to copy eras and she's just doing it really poorly.
Because she's not putting in the effort.
Right. And it's like she also, I can't get over why the fuck is Lauren Sanchez so obsessed with Katy Perry?
Who's Lauren Sanchez?
She's Jeff Bezos's future wife. Like they're engaged or whatever.
I don't-
Like she's in Paris right now because Kim just did, which we should talk about that too. But like Kim, it's they're doing like kind of like a bachelorette kind of vibe, and it's Lauren Sanchez, Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, and Katy Perry. Which like when they did like the little like launch into space, Kim and Kris were there supporting Lauren and Katy. Like it's just so weird. And like Katy keeps being photographed with Kim, and it's like, babe, like that's not helping you. That's like doing nothing for you.
That would be doing more if you weren't doing this weird tour.
Right.
Like kind of pick a lane.
It's so weird. And then also Kim's style right now is really bad. And she just got a new stylist, and like she's been wearing the weirdest shit. And I just don't understand like how she misses the mark so much with her fashion. Like how are you a fashion icon? I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
It really like I don't want to give Kanye any flowers
Oh God.
because I fucking hate Kanye, but like the only time Kim has really like influenced fashion in a way like that is when
he was influencing her fashion.
right, when it was like the Yeezy era.
Yeah.
But now like she's like so into Balenciaga. She's sucking Balenciaga's dick for what?
For what?
For literal what? Like every other person has kind of distanced themselves because like it's weird. Like what they did was fucking weird. The way they handled the backlash was weird. They like took zero accountability for it. And Kim's like, she's like, well, I don't want to like just turn my back on them. And it's like, why?
Yeah. Literally why?
Why? And also Nicole Kidman, why?
I don't know. So there are so many secrets
Yeah,
that
like,
I
want to
need
know. Like the Diddy trial, like I need to know.
The Diddy trial is making me sick.
I can't consume that content
It's
too much.
really, really, really making me sick.
It's disgusting. And Cassie's pregnant. She's testifying against Diddy, which I think is like amazing. I mean, you've heard because they talked about it on the toast, but how Cassie like basically settled with Diddy, and I think she got like $30 million, and then now she was subpoenaed to testify.
Yeah, that's like so shocking to me that like the FBI or like the federal whatever, it's like, oh, we don't care that you signed an NDA. Like you can keep that. Like, and we need you to it's like
Best of both worlds.
How did that happen?
I know. She kind of, well, I'm glad she's getting justice because he was such a piece of shit to her. But the way his lawyers are like the way they're trying to spin this, like, well, she stayed with him. And it's like, that is like not going to do you any favors.
It's really not, because it's like, I don't even want to get into it. It's just like
it's too, triggering.
It's just too.
It's so yucky.
Yeah, I can't get into it.
Yucky. Wait, okay. Before we get into Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, how's your Real Housewives of Beverly Hills journey going?
I am at the season reunion of.
Aren't you on the 5th or 6th?
I was gonna say, I think season 5.
Wow, you're like just tearing through these episodes.
I know. So
what's happening?
So it's Eileen's first year. I don't know if she comes back, but so she does. She's here. It was Lisa Rinna's first year as
Lisa
well.
and Eileen.
Yeah, like so it's their first year, and so.
What did you think of them?
The thing is like I know this is not a hot take, but it's just like trash is the only way to describe Brandy. And it's like, I cannot, there's nothing in this world that will make me respect or like this woman. Nothing in this world. Like the way she speaks to everybody and the way that she is such a hypocrite, like she throws her wine on Eileen and then she says, I'm sorry. And Eileen accepts her apology, but she's not like buddy. And she's like, well, I said I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She slaps Lisa Vanderpump and says, I'm sorry. And Lisa's like, okay, but sometimes like sorry is not gonna, like, what would be better is like if you say sorry and then stop repeating those actions.
Right. If you stop doing these insane things.
Stop doing the same thing. Like it's so
it's like
crazy.
Borderline like assault or something.
But then someone says, I think it was Lisa Rinna, I guess in some blog it said that she's a trashy mom. That's what she said. And she's like, well, I'm just like, I've never seen you as a mom. I'm just saying like, just the way you dress and stuff, like you look like a trashy mom.
She said that about
Lisa
Brandy.
Rinna said that. But Brandy lost her shit. She's like, don't bring my kids into it. And Lisa's like, I didn't. And she's like, you said, Mom, that brings my kids into it. And she's like losing her mind. And it's like, whoa,
yeah,
that's what that. And then she keeps bringing, she's like, Kyle put her hands on me because Kyle was trying to get to Kim.
Yeah.
And Kim like does like kind of like grab her arm to be like, let me get to my sister.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't touch me. Like, I guess
Yeah.
Kyle's little ring like scratched her or something. But like Brandy is going to keep talking about that, how Kyle put hands on her. Yet she keeps, and Kyle's like, you were trying to like get in the middle of me and my sister. She clearly was not okay. Like, I was trying to get to her. Like, I'm sorry if my ring scratched you. Like,
Yeah.
it's not that deep. And then she's like, well, Brandy says, she's like, well, I'm going to fucking knock your teeth in. And Kyle's like, and you think that's okay? Like, you listen to what you're
insane.
saying. Like, she's so nuts. I can't stand her. And honestly, I can't stand Kim either, but like I feel so sad for Kim because
Yeah.
like she is like such a fragile little person that cannot stick up for herself. She does not know what she's doing. Like, she's not in a good mental state.
Yeah.
And Brandy is this leech.
She's such a leech.
She's sucking anything like good in Kim's life. She's like sucking it out and trying to like twist it away. And Kyle cannot do anything but sit there and watch.
And that, can you imagine as a sister, and the thing that Brandy, like, it's so strange because like sisters, it goes deep. Like, it's a lifelong thing. And like the fact that Brandy thinks that she knows what's better for Kim than Kyle, when Kyle's not an enabler, Kyle's trying to protect her sister clearly because Kim, we've seen her on camera act erratic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Kyle's trying to protect that from happening again. And Brandy only like kind of makes Kim's erratic behavior, she like brings it to light on camera.
Yes.
It's insane.
It's so insane. The other thing I thought was so insane about this season, oh my God, first of all, like Kim looking at Eileen and saying like, you shut your mouth, you beast. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Wait, that was their first season. They went to Amsterdam?
Yes.
That was so wild. And then Kyle just like ran
Eileen's
away.
like, beast? Like, what? Who are you? Like, okay. And then Andy's like, well, do you think that you should apologize for that? And she goes, okay, yeah, I do. I'm sorry, Eileen. And Eileen's like, thanks for the apology. Like, that was like, it was so weird. Also, what I thought was so funny, Brandy gets pissed at Andy Cohen because he was trying to think of like an analogy kind of to help Brandy, but they're talking about the slap with, and so he's like, oh, it's kind of like when you're playing with a puppy and then like the puppy like bites you and you're like, oh, like you mean well kind of thing. And Brandy's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she was like, fuck you.
She was like, I'm getting it from all of them and now I'm getting it from you. And he's like, what? I was trying to be like on your side. She's like, no, you fucking weren't. And I'm like, ah! I'm like, she's like right next to Andy too. I'm like, she's bigger than him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, Andy, run away.
No, Brandy is one of my least favorite housewives of all time because it just feels like she does everything to be a housewife, like to stay on the show. But she's so like unpredictable. There's no like, it's not real life. Like what I enjoy about the housewives is watching real women have like interactions and like try to navigate. Like as a big group of women, you're gonna have like drama.
And that's the thing that I don't think she understands because like she kept saying like, well, how come like Lisa and Kyle are friends again, but Lisa's making me basically kiss her feet, and Lisa was trying to say like Kyle has said like flippant things, like we've like had these arguments that aren't that deep.
Yeah.
Like they're not friendship ending
Yeah.
things. Like you take it too far. Like that's the difference. And she's
Yeah.
like, no, I don't buy that bullshit. I don't buy that bullshit at all. And it's like, that's kind of the fucking problem. Like
Yeah.
you think that any like little tiff it equals you slapping somebody.
Right.
That's crazy.
No, literally, that is the thing. And like you, and also like Kyle, like the good outweighs the bad with Kyle. Like with all of the women, the good outweighs the bad. Like they're normal human beings. You can tell that they are petty and catty, but like Brandy goes for the jugular every single time.
Well, and Kyle said something like, Kyle was like, don't you see that you're the problem? She's like, it's not just with this group of women. Like you have problems with other with other Bravo cast people. And she said, no, I don't. Who? And Kyle starts naming some people. And she's like, no. And then Kim, who's Brandy's like best friend at this point, she's like, well, no, you do. Like,
Wait, she did?
Yeah, she's like, well, no, you. And she's like, and Brandy like snaps her head. She's like, what? And she's like, you do have more problems with like people outside of this room, like a lot more than like any of us do. And I was like, that's like Kim is saying savage. That Kim is not strategic. She's just like speaking freely.
Yeah.
So it's like, if that's coming out of her mouth, like, holy, like, there's so like there's a lot.
Was this the season, or is probably the season before this, where Lisa Vanderpump puts the magazine in Brandy's bag and said,
that was the season before.
That was like really, really bad. Like that just shows like Lisa is so manipulative.
Totally. And that in itself is like, again,
because that's when they teamed up on her.
That is so like fucked up to do, but it also does not equal the slap.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's like somebody slapped me, like that is such like a violation.
And the way that Lisa Vanderpump and Eileen had like such a similar reaction, because like she throws the wine on Eileen, which like,
and she kind of
doesn't hurt. She like slaps Lisa, like not a hard slap, but it's like, it is the invasion of like your personal space where it's like you are not allowed to touch me like that. Like you're not allowed to do that. And so it's like you're startled and you like kind of cry because you're so taken off guard that somebody like invaded your personal space like that. And then you're like, and she's like, what? Do it to me. No, you fucking weirdo. Like, I don't want to do that to you. You psycho. Like,
no, she acts like a toddler. There's like no like reasoning with her.
You want to know what she kind of reminds me of? The more work she gets done, like this is going to be really niche, but like remember the big creepy baby in Rugrats? It's like, do you know what I'm talking about? The big baby? Like she is like just like a monster, like trying to like just
she ruin
every, and I'm like, ugh.
Like she's so icky. I hated Brandy on the Housewives. Like she really. And then,
how long does she stay?
I think like maybe a couple more seasons, or maybe she has one more. I know, it's like honestly, really, she like kind of ruined the vibe,
because there is so much more that could be going on with like the drama between like these rich women's lives, and like the little petty stuff that like, I didn't get an invite to this party, like I cannot believe that, so I'm not going to send them an invite. Like that is like what I want to see. Right.
I don't want to see Brandy like slapping people. Like it's so trashy.
It's so, and having sex with 22-year-olds.
Right. And it's like, if we're being honest too, Brandy's not hanging out with these women in a normal in normal life. Like she's only hanging out with them because of the show. And it's like, I hate that. I hate watching that on House. It's like when Monica was hanging out with the girls on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, all those girls, I could see them in a friend group. Like Brandy and Monica like stand out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There was one more thing I was going to say about that season, but I forgot. Okay. Anyways, should we get into Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
Yeah. So speaking of Housewives,
what?
Did you know that Demi's husband used to be married to Angie H?
Yes, Angie H. And it's like so weird because like Angie H was married to Brett, who's hot, and he's like a football player.
But then like, now so she's
married to this little like piggy who like
literally I was like, wait, I must be misremembering Angie.
You're like, wait, Angie H, like, and Angie H is a gorgeous woman. This is nothing against her, but like,
but it's like, it just seems like she's been with this old fart for like ever. You know what I mean? And it's like
this like weird guy who like trolls women on Instagram, makes Finstas.
Like, it's just, I don't know.
So weird. So weird. Like that's who the father of her kids are. The Angie H's had children with Brett.
Wait, no, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So like that's even crazier.
Why did they break up?
I don't know. I think they were really young. I think they like met at BYU. They all meet at BYU. BYU is such like the center of everything.
Okay,
but it is weird. Like honestly, Utah, like Salt Lake City is so small. Like everyone knows each other. Like Lisa Barlow knows all these people. Like it's so crazy too that like, we're friends with Lisa Barlow.
I know. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Okay, let's get into this.
So here's some of my like quick highlights, I guess. Okay. I like Whitney.
I like Whitney. I like Whitney and her gay little husband.
I like Whitney, and honestly, the amount of times that she was in the room when they were when
Talking shit about
kid
her.
was like, well, I'm never gonna like Whitney, and she's like looking Whitney like in the eyes, and she's like, it's never gonna happen. I don't like you, and Whitney's like.
I know Whitney like handles it so well. Like it's honestly like funny watching her handle it. She's like, okay.
And then in her confessionals, she's always like, I think I'm closer to getting into mom talk. Like, I like that. I was not expecting to have such a you talk about a turnaround. Guys, I don't hate Zach as much as I thought I did.
No, I don't hate him as much either. Like I kind of get some of the things he's trying to say.
Well, because here's like, first of all, like we have to come from like a place of like
their culture.
Yeah. Where's the culture, especially with like the men and women dynamic, like it really is hard to get into that mindset.
Yeah. Cause I would never be in a relationship like that.
But it's like him, at least what we saw on camera this season. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, he's like going to therapy. He's doing all this work. He's like, I can't believe like, I'm glad we did this show. It like brought to light like how awful like the way I speak to her, the way I do, like, okay, like we're off to a good start.
Yeah.
The way that Jen is setting this man up for failure.
Every time.
I was so shocked when these girls were like, hey, we're going to have a little Chippendale thing at the party. And she said, oh my gosh, I love that. Let's do it. She did not tell Zach. She did not give him a heads up at all. So then he has a conversation man to man, like a very like mature conversation being like, hey, I wish that like we would have been brought in on it. Like that, like it makes me uncomfortable. Like we're trying to like work on things. And then they're like, oh, well, she was.
Yeah.
Like, and it's
how
like, and then
pissed.
he says, oh, okay, well, you know, I'm obviously going to have to like talk to my wife about that. But like, from what right now, I have to believe what she told me.
He had her back more in that situation than she had his back in that situation.
Exactly. And I'm like, you are making this man look like a fucking fool.
Yeah.
It's not, you're setting him up for failure.
Yeah. It didn't make sense to me. Like, okay, first of all, her telling Jesse and Demi like, okay, you warned me, but you didn't warn me enough. Like you didn't give enough details, which I was like, okay, well, whatever.
What other details
did you need?
Yeah, it's like, hey,
well, she's like, I didn't know the length of it.
Well, she said, I didn't know you were flying somebody in. You knew that there were going to be people dressed up as Chippendale dancers and they were going to like come dance. Like
the fact that she didn't give Zach a heads up was so weird.
She wanted to see how he was going to react. And honestly, I think he reacted like really well. He sat through the whole thing, didn't make a scene. When it was over, he was like, can we go?
Yeah.
And then like, as
he was embarrassed
as a rock, because he's like he tells her, he's like, they're laughing at us, like
yeah,
they're making us the joke.
He instead of like, because they, in their perspective of it, they wanted to like clear the air and like kind of get them in on the joke and surprise him, and they thought it was going to be funny. And Jen should have known that he wasn't going to take it well, and that she should have
that it was too
gave
soon.
him a warning. So then he felt included on the joke. I would feel embarrassed too. Like you're on TV, you embarrassed yourself last season. Like there's no excuse for how he talked to Jen last season, but the way that he did feel like made fun of, I would be embarrassed too, and I could take a joke.
Totally. It's like it would have been so different if she had clued him in.
Yeah,
it would have been so different. And then whenever they're like on their little walk and they're talking, she starts trying to like turn this narrative.
Yeah,
and she's like, I'm feeling just like Vegas again. And he's like, he's like, I need to take a minute. He's like, I can't have this conversation. Like I'm gonna get really upset. Like I need to go away. Like we can either like stop filming right now or whatever. Like I have to walk away.
Yeah.
And which is a very respectful thing. It's like, if I'm not prepared to like have this conversation, like let me reset.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, if you're not gonna have this conversation on camera, she says that if you're not gonna have this conversation on camera, then like maybe we shouldn't even like be in this marriage or whatever. And I'm like,
no, that was so weird.
I'm like, you're fucking nuts.
Yeah, that was really strange. She really handled that very poorly, in my opinion. And then her to like go to like coffee or whatever they do, like everything they do is so sugary. Like it's so crazy how much sugar these girls eat, and they're all so skinny. But then when she went to like ice cream coffee with Jesse.
Yeah.
And like Jesse's trying to like meet her in the middle, and Jen can't give any sort of acknowledgement of how she played or the part she played in this.
Totally. Like she doesn't. And I just think that like Jen, from what we saw, because like she did stop filming early, it's like she didn't get to be held accountable for anything. It's
right.
like we didn't see Zach say, hey, why didn't you tell me all this shit? Like, why are you making me look like a dumbass?
Yeah.
And like she never had to say like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you, because she told him, oh my God, like they didn't tell me or whatever. It's like we did not see her like take accountability for that. And then like I do respect that, like I've never been a mother. I've never been pregnant. Like I totally believe like hormones and things like I think she should have like left, but like if and when you come back, like you're gonna have to answer for some of that shit, because like you can't talk to your friends, talk so much shit about your husband to your friends, talk to your husband like everything's good, great, grand, and like your friends are like just being so weird. It's like you can't play both sides, and then expect your husband to talk to those fucking friends. Hello, like he talks to them, even though he was like, that's probably gonna be kind of weird, but like I should hold myself accountable and apologize and whatever. You have to at least be telling them the same story,
right?
It's nuts.
And it's crazy like that Jen is making us defend Zach. Like that's the real crime there.
No, literally, I was like, I started watching and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I was like, do I just believe everything I see on TV? Because like, tell me why. I believe that this man is remorseful, and I believe that he feels so. I believe that he's trying to change. I believe that he is like doing his best right now.
Yeah.
And that he's definitely not getting the full story.
And even in his confessional, he's like, I don't want to talk bad about Jen. Like, I was like, I respected that. I was like, oh my gosh. And then she's hurt. So of course she's like being, you know, kind of honest with the cameras, I guess. But like, he was like, I don't want to talk bad about her. And I was like, fuck.
I know.
There was another thing too, the lie about Ben Affleck. Like that was crazy.
Okay, here's the thing about that. Like, I really liked that they started the season bringing back to that.
Yeah.
And Zach's like, you need to stop saying that.
Yeah.
Because like, we're not.
She's like, what? I've been told that for 6 years.
She's like, your family tells me that. And he's like, okay.
He's like, I think it's a joke.
But
like,
we're not. Like,
yeah.
So just stop saying it.
Yeah.
Just stop saying it. Even if someone in his family like jokes, like I would probably joke about that too. I'd be like, yeah, I'm related to Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
But it's like, so even if you didn't know it was a joke, you know now.
Yeah.
So just stop and just be like, and just say, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing, right? Like they said that we were related.
She made it weird.
She keeps like low-key doubling down on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you're not.
Yeah.
And so I liked that they brought that up in the beginning. I did not like that Jessie like brought it up like at that sugar coffee date. Because it didn't fit there. And she's like, see, this is adding fuel to the fire. Like another thing on the list is you lie about the Ben Affleck thing. It's like, that didn't fit there. It's like a different type of thing.
Yeah.
And you're just like trying to make her look like a fucking fool.
Yeah.
Which like, it is weird behavior to keep saying that.
Yeah.
Because just stop.
I know.
Like, it's just, you don't have to say that.
Yeah. Who next?
I think we go to, I think I need to talk about Demi last.
Okay.
Because I have the most to say about her. So like, so how do you feel about Taylor?
Taylor is a queen. Like, I'm sorry, but like, they could never make me hate Taylor Frankie Paul. I did see some cracks in her this season that I like, but like, I still just like her.
No, I do too.
Even though like, I will say that dinner with her family was so fucking toxic, but I saw what they were trying to say in a way.
Yeah.
And they said it the worst possible way you could say it. It's like, okay, this all happened before you guys got together. And like, the dad saying that was really bad.
Well, the dad like saying, so he's like, you only hung out with him 3 times, then you had sex. Like, what did you expect to happen? And he's like, and then she's like, I know, because I'm trash. Literally, like I almost started crying.
I know, because
I almost
she
started
really
crying because that is her whole narrative right now is, and probably her whole life is that
Yeah.
like I don't deserve love. I
Right.
feel like disposable.
And
I feel in dad, you're thank you for telling me that all of my feelings are valid. Like those are true.
And usually I don't like when people say like, okay, well, I'm just trash, because it's usually like they're trying to like make themselves the victim in a situation. But
well, because they're wanting people, like usually they're like wanting people to be like, oh my god, no.
yeah, but I think she genuinely
feels
feels that.
that.
Like, and it's like it comes out because she like has so much self-hatred for how she handled like the swinging thing.
The dinner, the Thanksgiving, when I think it was Brett actually, he said, Taylor, do you think that you deserve to be loved? And she started crying immediately. And he was like, because you do. And then the other husbands all like chimed in, like that also like made me start crying, because like she needs to hear that from men. Like she needs to hear that from men, and
Mormon men too.
Mormon men, and not in a sexual way. Like and that is like what, I don't know what kind of therapist she's talking to, but it's like, this is what this girl needs. Like she needs like to be told that she's enough, she's good, like, and she is seeking it from like a male figure, and she needs it not in a sexual way. Like
I think what the dad was trying to, or what I hope the dad was trying to say is like, you guys seemed casual from the jump, and like you're holding him to like your relationship standards, the standards and loyalty that you have in a relationship. You're holding like him to that before you guys even became official. I think that's what they were trying to say. And it's like, if you're going, I don't know.
I don't know either. It was,
do you see like what the family's trying to say to her?
I see, I don't know, because it's like, the thing is like, it doesn't really fucking matter how they, like, this is where we're at. Like, this is where they're at now. So it's like, what happened, and like, and how are we going to move forward? Like, I don't know.
But Dakota is like, the one thing that Dakota and Taylor both have is like, they're both like
dysfunctional.
Yes, as fuck. But like, they both like, they do shitty things, and they're like very honest about it.
And I think that's why Taylor is so likable in a way that none of the other girls will be able to get to there. Yeah. Because like, she is able to do like some fucked up things, and then she's like, oh my god, like I did some fucked up things, like, and it's the relatability of like, not everyone's perfect, and owning it.
Well, the one thing that I could not get behind with Taylor was like the CMA thing, because it was very clear that people were reaching out to her, but like, how much more did she want?
The other thing that was so crazy is that was 2 days after the Thanksgiving dinner that I thought was like, oh my gosh, like these girls are like, they're taking a turn for the better. But also, I don't know. It's really weird to me that it offended her so deeply.
Yeah.
But like, but I also think that it is weird that none of the girls commented.
No, it was weird that none of them commented, but like the way she said it,
so fast to make her
she
post.
said nobody reacted to anything when they all were like, behind the scenes we were. But I think Taylor should have been like, yeah, she shouldn't have made that post, because like they did support her on their own. They just didn't comment on that Instagram post, which is shitty. Like, people did notice that like none of the girls were commenting.
And that's something that she could have said, like, and that is like a weirdly like embarrassing thing to like reach out to like in the group chat to be like, hey, can someone go like comment on my post? Like, people are
thinking that you guys don't like me.
That's like a very like vulnerable and embarrassing thing to say, which like she does not lead with vulnerability. She just kind of like admits to her vulnerability. Like, so it's like, instead of just like telling the girls like, can you guys like start posting, like commenting, or like whatever, she like makes that post on her own. She's like, fuck everybody, like she's ready to like burn it down. And then they're like, hello, like you took it too far. And then she has to like go on this like apology tour, you know what I mean? And it's like, it would have been a lot easier if you just like told them from the beginning.
I love Macy and I love Michaela.
I love Macy.
Do you like Michaela?
No.
Interesting.
I know.
Okay. Well,
I don't think I'm ever gonna like Michaela.
Michaela's one of my like. I love Macy and Michaela.
I love Macy.
I like one thing I appreciate about this show is like I like even when I don't like someone, I think they do a good job at showing us like kind of like a well-rounded look at these people because there's things I don't like about some of them, but I still like a lot of things about them.
I respect Michaela's honesty. I respect Michaela's honesty for sure. I think we have that in common. There's just like something about her. I'm like getting fidgety. There's something about her that like I just don't like her. Like,
really?
Yeah.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah, it's just a vibe. But it's like I respect a lot of like things that she stands up for herself.
Yeah.
I respect that about her, but it's like I love that you stand up for yourself, but like
I don't like
I'm
it.
not gonna stand up for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I don't. But it's also like I think she does like better things than like Taylor, and it's like, but I like Taylor. You know, I can't explain it.
It's like there's no logic. It's just vibes.
Yeah, but I feel the same. Like I feel kind of like indifferent, I guess, with like Jessie. I'm just like, okay,
I like Jessie a lot.
I'm like fine with her. It's just like that's fine.
Somebody DM'd me and they were like, oh my God, I can't believe more people aren't telling you how you and Jessie are exactly alike. You sound exactly like, you look exactly like. I was like, I don't feel like I look like Jessie. And I also don't think I sound like Jessie or talk like Jessie. She was like, your mannerisms, everything is Jessie.
Interesting.
But like, I don't feel like that at all.
Me either.
I think that she's an oldest child. Like I get oldest daughter vibes. Like I think we have a similar vibe in that way. Like in my group of friends, that's kind of like my vibe. Like you're not really like causing the drama. You're just kind of like trying to like make sense of it.
Yeah.
To both sides.
I think we should start talking about Demi.
Okay.
Oh, but also like, why is Layla there?
No, Layla is like such a nothing burger. It sucks.
She's
like
23. Like she's so young, and it's like it
she
shows
gives nothing. Well, when Taylor was like, let me finish, and then she like fucking read Demi to filth, and then she's like, okay, go. And then Layla had nothing to say. Layla's just like not strong enough. She's of a personality to be in this group.
She's not ready.
Like even Jen, who's I think the second youngest, Jen's 25 and she has like 3 kids. It's crazy. And it's like nuts. I don't know. Layla just like is such a follower. Like she doesn't really bring anything to the table. Like she's not bringing any opinions besides like that last thing that she did with the guy. Like, okay, which is we'll get into that. But like that was like the one thing. Like she needed that to even be featured on the show. Like other than that, like she should be the one kicked off, not Jessie.
But like we all know it was not her idea to do pregnancy roulette. She's not the girl that like comes up with the new thing. It's like she's the girl that's like, cool, I'll pee on the stick. Yeah. But she's not the one that's like, let's look what I bought.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing. So I'm like, that was weird in the first place. And then it's like, I'm assuming it was production. Like I'm assuming
that
because
was such a bad idea.
Because like I don't understand how one person of this friend group would have been like, let's all take a pregnancy test when Demi was just like, I'm going through all these like fertility problems.
That was cruel.
And like it was so mean.
And I was crying during that. Like it was really emotional because I felt so like you could just hear the pain in her cry.
It was so I was so uncomfortable. I was like, why are we doing this?
And then even when all the girls were kind of like hugging Demi, like Layla was just like, wow, like you could just see her immaturity.
She's like, what? Why is this sad?
I know. Hello? It was like so stupid. But then I thought it was really sweet that Macy and Michaela, like they had that moment. That was so, I was crying. I cried like that whole episode.
Okay, but I was like really, because at that point we knew about Macy.
But we didn't know.
And so I was like, oh my God, what if Demi is pregnant? And like, and I was like kind of hopeful. And then when Michaela was like, it was me, I was like, oh God, like, I still feel bad for Demi. You know what I mean?
I know.
But that was like
a cute
sweet
moment that Macy like told her.
She's like, guess what? Guess who the other person was? And she's like, Demi. Like, no, me.
That was so sweet. Cute. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to get into Demi?
Yeah. The most shocking Demi was one of my favorites last season.
Same.
It's just crazy that she fucking knows it and she's saying it. Okay. Like that's so wild to me that she's like, what I was a fan favorite last year. The fact that she said out loud with her whole chest that like she was a fan favorite. So, and they had the conversations about like with me and my lawyers talking with like some of the other girls and their lawyers about like, well, maybe Jesse shouldn't come back and then we could get paid more. It's like, that's fucking insane.
Crazy.
This is your best friend.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, well, since I was a fan favorite, like I should get the better brand deals. What I'm so glad, like I've never had more respect for Taylor than when she said, let's all be honest, I'm the one that made this happen.
Yeah.
And I don't even think that. If I'm I'm the one that could and should be saying what you're saying. And if I'm not doing that, basically shut your mouth. Like it was so nuts. And I was so, talk about true colors. Like I'm just sitting there like, how are you not embarrassed? They are all sober, mind you. It's not like she's just like a little truth serum from her alcoholic beverage. It's like this is how she really thinks.
That was like that is, I don't even know. Jessie is a stronger person than me. To like come back from that is crazy. Like if your best friend's trying to fuck with your business.
And she kept saying like, well, at that time we weren't in a great place. Well, what the fuck was going on?
Well, like also it kind of doesn't matter. Just because you're not in a good place with someone, you want them off the show.
Literally.
And also at that time, what are you talking about? Like they stopped filming. Like they picked up filming pretty soon after.
Oh, you know who I forgot about?
Who?
Miranda.
Oh yeah, I liked her, but like she's kind of also a nothing burger a little bit.
I think she was really scared.
She brought more than Layla.
She did, but I think that once things really started, she was like, "What the fuck did I sign up for?"
Yeah,
I'm scared. I'm gonna just try to like
that Halloween
in with
party.
the background. Like that was crazy.
I thought she handled the Halloween party so
Me
well.
too.
I thought most of the girls did. Demi did not.
Demi was fucking, that pissed me off. Like honestly, like I was so pissed because it's like that Chase guy is a loser. Okay, Chase is a loser, but he literally like walks by, touches her arm, he's like, "Where's your husband?" Like and
in a condescending way, yeah.
As he's like walking away, and she goes, "He laid hands." Like she finds her husband. "He laid hands on me." Like
no, he didn't.
Like hello,
Yeah.
Because in the way her husband reacted, that is the way I would want my husband to react if I said those words.
Well,
to
she
him.
knew Brett would react, like
and it's
that.
like you want somebody not to. Well, what do you mean he put hands in? Like what? Do you, like we'll talk. Like that was fucking crazy to me.
That was really crazy.
That was so crazy.
It was like an abuse of
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I got pissed off. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
But I like the way Miranda handled that whole situation because like she clearly wants to be on good terms with her ex-baby daddy, which they've been through a lot. The fact that they could even remain on good terms with all the shit they've been through is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But she like supported his girlfriend. She supported Taylor. And she also wasn't like, she was like, you need to go. Like, just get the fuck out of here. Go.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was like very, like, I liked the way she handled that.
Me too. Okay, so back to Demi. Like,
yeah.
she's fucking nuts. Like, she thinks that she's the number one guy in the group.
She's not.
And she's not. And the thing is,
Yeah.
is like, she could, like, God, like, you did, like, let yourself get there.
Yeah.
Before you start, I don't even know, ruining it. Like,
Yeah.
you were on your way to something.
Yeah.
And the way, I've never seen karma come so fast.
It was crazy. And I think the difference between like a Demi and a Taylor is that Taylor knows that she is the number one guy in the group, but she doesn't have to say it because she knows it. And she doesn't flex on the girls ever, which I think is like truly, that is like, especially in the social media world and like entertainment world, that's rare to find.
I also think that the girls know that like it may take a while for Taylor to come around to take accountability, but it's like eventually like she will.
Yeah.
And like you will have like some like admittance of the truth and like more of a resolution than like with Demi. You're like, can I trust what you're even saying?
Yeah.
Like,
because there's a lot of snaky shit behind the scenes with Demi that we're kind of finding.
so that's all my TikTok is about right now is that guy. What's his name? Marciano.
Yeah, like whether or not he groped her or whatever, the way she was like flirting with him is like so inappropriate if like that's not your vibe in your marriage.
Okay, but like what's about Jesse? Like,
I know.
what about Jesse?
I am speechless. I don't know because like I really like Jessie and that will kind of like change my mind about her because it seems that like her and Jordan are separated.
Yep.
But it's like, why would you do that? Like, and the way
And she even said, "What if I was so stupid enough to cheat like
which
that?
is what a liar would say.
Why would I do it so publicly?" It's like, you're trying to maybe make, you know what I mean?
Like
It's
she's but like, why would she do it so publicly at Tom Tom?
maybe she was drunk.
Yeah, that like that doesn't happen to me. Like I don't get drunk and
But
like
they don't really drink. You know what I mean? Like if like maybe she was drinking and it's like
it doesn't matter. Like there's not one situation where that you could put me in that I would ever do that to Nick or me. Like I don't even think like it's not even about doing it to Nick. Like I would never do that because like I just like really only think about Nick. Like I'm not like, ooh, I'm never tempted.
Well, it's like because you're happy.
Right. Yeah. But like I've never even okay, my marriage, I was fucking miserable in my marriage, but I never once thought about cheating on him.
I also wonder if that's like some thing that's like it's hard for us to grasp our little minds around because of like that culture. Like I feel like there's a lot of cheating going on.
But I think like some people just are cheaters. Like I think like they are not happy and they cheat and they feel like that's like their release because they're so unhappy in their situation. But like I was fucking miserable. Like you saw me. Like I was like the most miserable I've ever been in my life. And like never once was I like, I should cheat on him.
Totally.
Like it's just like it does not cross my mind.
And you're gonna cheat on somebody who is also like in the public eye. It's like,
yeah,
hello.
But even like Demi, like I haven't watched all of Vanderpump Villa, but like the way she's like having these one-on-one like very intimate conversations and she's so happy in her marriage, like I would never have an intimate conversation like that with a guy. Like I go out of my way to make a guy know like we're bros. Like I am like, you know, fist pumping him. Like I don't ever even give it like an opening. And I feel like I think sometimes like hot girls, like they need to like be validated in that way, like by every guy. Like it's like a validation thing. And I don't know if it's like, I don't know.
I think that's like,
it's so weird though.
No, it's so weird. And so now what? Like how long do we have to wait till like?
I know, because then they kind of showed like a little preview at the end and Jordan's crying. Like, and I feel bad for Jordan. Like I don't really know Jordan, but like from what I've seen on the show, like I kind of like him.
Yeah.
I don't know enough though.
Honestly, I kind of like all the dads.
I do too. Like,
but you're right. We haven't seen enough of them.
Yeah. I do like, I think I like what I've seen of Brett on the show. I don't like what I've seen on TikTok, like the Vile Files interview with him and Demi. They really were like throwing Jessie under the bus, saying that she's so fame hungry. Yeah, you all are. Everyone who is on putting themselves out there on TikTok or is on a show. Like
it's really weird for Demi to say that about Jessie when it's like you said it yourself, like that you're the fan favorite. Like
yeah,
you need to just like close your mouth.
Right.
Don't talk about the fame.
And like, is it so bad to want to be famous? Like that's not like it's not like some groundbreaking thing that like Demi like has a smoking gun. It's like, yeah, Jessie wants to be famous. Like obviously they all do.
And Jessie even commented, she was like, God forbid a girl have a dream and wants to be in like this industry.
But also Jessie, what I like about Jessie, she's the only one that has something bigger go. Well, Macy kind of does too, but like Jessie has like a really, really successful business.
And so let's talk about that. Like, how would you feel if you were Jessie and like when Taylor said that your best friend is sending people away?
There's no way I could come. Like Demi, it's like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me fucking 5 times. Like,
and honestly, that was so fucking funny that she sent the present of the hair products.
I thought that was hilarious.
Like that is so petty. And I was like, I'm here for it.
Yeah. I thought Jessie handled it very well with Demi because she was like,
she handled it too well. Like there was something, I'm like, hello.
I think she just like is trying her best to like give this girl like a chance. And like Demi didn't own up to anything. She took zero accountability in that. She said Taylor lied about it. Like she didn't even say Taylor lied. She just kind of like didn't.
She said that Taylor was like twisting her words. And it's like, so then what the fuck were your words?
So what were the words?
Untwist the words.
Right. And I think she was like, you're fucking with my business. And on the show, so on the Vile Files, Demi and Brett were like talking. They were like, Jesse wants fame, Taylor wants fame. Demi just does this for money. Like, that's it, blah, blah, blah. But like, so is Jesse. Like, Jesse is like a businesswoman. Like, she's arguably the businesswoman. Like, you're not. Like, that argument is like not, or like whatever she was trying to do with that, like didn't hit for me.
I also wonder if we're gonna like get more in on like the Brett cheating thing.
You think Brett really did cheat? Yeah. Do you think he cheated?
Well, I think there was a potential reason they like, because it said like video cut out at this point, but we still had audio.
And they were fighting.
And she was like, he was like, what? Do you not believe me? And she was like, well,
why are you?
I did, like, but the way this is affecting you, like the way you're so mad that somebody said that, it like seems like the way someone who's guilty would act.
Yeah.
Because like she just kind of like said, like just mentioned, she was like, oh my gosh, and it was like so annoying that like someone said this in like the truth box, like,
yeah, because it doesn't seem like she believes it.
She didn't believe it at all. And so it's like she said it with such like a passing way, and then he's like who said that, like, you know, and she's like, well, it doesn't matter, like, why does this bother you so much? Like, who cares? Like, we're not giving this attention because like it's not true. And then there's just something to me that like they wanted to include that audio when they didn't have the video. Yeah. Maybe we get more of that like later.
They need a reunion.
They need
the fact that we don't have a reunion is like kind of like criminal. And the fact that this season's only 10 episodes is also criminal.
But the fact that like what are they showing us a preview of?
I know, like what's to come. Okay, wait, can we talk about the Christmas party? Yeah. First of all, Demi looked so hot. Like that's the most beautiful she's ever looked.
Yeah. No, she did. But like
the way she was talking to Leanne was insane. Like, I don't care.
It's giving, I know that I'm the number one guy in the group.
Right.
And it's like, hello, respect your elders.
No, literally. Respect like a fellow human being.
Respect anyone else's mother.
Yeah.
Like, it was just weird.
Yeah.
But also, I thought it was fucking weird that Leanne showed up.
I know.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's so embarrassing.
But they had to have known. I mean, like, that is something that they do for the show.
Okay, let's talk about Leanne for a second. A whole new face.
A whole new face. Whole new everything. Leanne is toxic. So toxic.
Yeah.
Like, that is the reason why Taylor is the way she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, I really like Taylor's sister, though.
I do too.
like Aspen. She's really cute. She looks exactly like Leanne.
No, her mom is something else. like I would just be like so mortified
if my mom showed up.
If my mom was like, I'm going to go fight your battles for you. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, I got this. But it was, so whatever. So Leanne shows up and then Demi's weird. Like,
Demi was so weird.
And even all the other girls were like, okay, what the fuck, Demi? Like,
didn't she say, Demi said something about Taylor being a mom? She was like, go be a mom. Like, that was really hurtful.
Yeah, she was like, she needs to focus on like therapy, like something, and like kid. Being a mom or whatever. And it's like, okay.
And your fucking kids or something. She said something like that.
Yeah. It was intense.
It was so intense. Yeah, Demi, it's gonna be interesting to see how that shakes out. She really shot herself in the foot. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, it's like she went from fan favorite to like favorite villain.
But we know with the Housewives, every villain gets a redemption. Look at Whitney.
Whitney's so fucking funny.
She is really funny.
Also, there was like something about like them always having their like little tiny baby, and like it was like it's like she's not gonna miss the chance to film. Yeah, even with like that baby was small, like it was so tiny, and she's like, "What? I'm not like I'm out of the hospital. Like, let's go." Yeah, that like I just like love. She is kind of another like a similar thing with like Taylor is like what you see is what you get. And it's like, whether you like it or not, like she's going to like be her.
Yeah, she's gonna be herself.
And I like it. And like her husband, like I like them together.
I do too. They're like kind of cute together. I'm glad they worked through that grinder drama.
Me too.
I don't know if I could personally work through that.
I think
it
it
was
was Tinder.
Was it?
That's what they say.
But the one thing I will say about like all these Mormon people are so like repressed. You know, they're like kind of like sexually repressed and they're trying to work through that. And I feel like maybe like she does give him a pass because like she knows what it's like. Like,
yeah,
they're kind of like taught like that sex is so bad. And it like is clearly like such a thing with them that like they're all overcompensating. Like they kind of try to be like overly sexual.
Yeah.
And it's like, just be normal.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I feel bad. And like, they're all like a little like emotionally immature in some ways too. Like Jen is very emotionally immature. Like the way she handled the whole Zach thing was like clear with that. The way she handles any drama with the girls is clear with that. But it's just like, I love these girls. Like I love this show so much.
No, it is such a good show. It's one of the best shows, and then it's just like over.
I know.
Like I'm like, oh, hello, what am I supposed to do?
I know, and it's like I don't want Hulu to like go week by week, but like I think they do need to pace it out a little bit.
I think that what they need to do is like maybe they can wait like a couple weeks or something. There has to be like a second drop because like why are you leaving us with these like little previews and for what tell me that's not season 3.
Yeah, no, please don't tell me that's season 3.
Like I need season 2 part 2.
Yeah. Are we good on?
Yeah.
Have you watched Paul American?
No.
You need to watch Paul American.
Okay, you think?
Yes. Oh my God, it's so good.
Okay.
It's really good.
Really?
Yes, I really love it. And I like Logan Paul he is something else. He is like a sociopath.
Is Logan the fighter?
No, Jake's the fighter. Well, they're
Jake's
both kind of fighters. Like,
but one of them's like,
Jake is like more legit. Logan does like WWE.
Okay.
Logan's the one that like
one's like MMA, one's like WWE.
Yeah, one's like legit, one's like an actor. Okay. But the reason why I like it is because first of all, I really like their girlfriends. Like I love Nina Agdal and Juta. They are so gorgeous. They're so like calm and like normal and likable. And they're all so rich. And it's like very fun to watch because they just have fun. And they just know how to like get attention. They know how to like create good content. It's really like you need to watch it so we can talk about it.
Okay, I'll watch it. I will start it today. Okay.
Man, how long did we talk for?
A really long time.
I know. I don't even think we have time for a listener story.
How long is it?
I can't see. I have a baby in my lap.
You're right. How long do you think we talked before we started?
Not very long. Like we like talked for maybe 5 minutes.
1:35.
But I honestly think this was like a really good episode. Like what would Bailey have even said?
Well, the listener story for one. And Bailey was in and out for the Mormon wives.
Bailey would have a good like input on the Mormon wives. She always has like a good zinger.
Yeah.
You know?
She does.
When we do let her talk.
What would Bailey say? I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't even make that shit up.
Like sometimes like I don't like that's the thing about Bailey. Like she's kind of like you never know what she's gonna say.
Yeah, she's like a box of chocolates.
Okay, so should we end it?
Yeah, we can end it.
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, because I started it.
Okay, and I'll finish it. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. If you guys like this episode, please share it with a friend. Like us on YouTube, like us on Spotify, subscribe, write us a review.
Yeah.
Maybe like write in a listener story. Like I want to hear what you guys think about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. If we have any Mormon listeners, I would love to hear any like Mormon stories because like I can't get enough Mormon content. I really do love these girls. So yeah. I guess that's it. Did I miss anything?
No.
Okay.
Okay, bye.